That's something, and something I've always admired about you, Ray. Like, you've always been a grinder, and I've always admired that. Like, even from being, bedside, your chair. I remember being in the bedside, and at the time, your pressure sore was bad. It was a bad one, and I remember seeing like the blood, and you were still like, I got in there, and you was talking to me about keeping my head up about something. You're like, man, you gotta keep it. Yeah. And I remember seeing the blood, and I was like, man, this dude is going through it. He's leaking. You know what I mean? I was just like,
I was traveling.
Yeah, and I was like, man, this dude's bleeding, and he's still over here talking about keep your head up, da. And I was like, and then you were talking about selling some shirts. Yo, check out these shirts I'm selling. I was like, damn, he's trying to hustle me out. This dude's dying right now trying to sell me something. He's about it. You know what I mean? It was crazy to me.
No, but you gotta realize, if people knew the pressure, so like how real it was, how much pain I was in, it was almost like you said, you gotta choose life or death.
Pay the cost.
Life or death. So I chose life. So I'm gonna choose to live. This is what I believe. You see, I'm still, I believe in my brand.
Yeah. I see that.
Whether you brought it or not, I gotta send you something. But that it don't matter. I love my brand. So it was not even about like I was trying to sell something. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to sell it. I just think it's fly. You know what I mean? But anyway, the point of the matter is like you're right. Like like you gotta believe in what you have. And that's crazy that you say that. I remember that. I remember your face. I can't remember what you was going through though.
I don't remember what I was going through either, and that's crazy when you think about it, because it puts kind of context in where we were in life. Because I've gone through whatever dilemma that was, and you've surpassed that, but we can still capture that moment. You know what I mean? Like, we were going through something at the time, but we still viewed it the same. You know what I mean? It's crazy. So, man, it's crazy, but yeah.
I think it was on the bus because blood stained that bus.
Cushions.
It stained the sheet.
Oh yeah.
I think it was on the bus when we were traveling. Oh shoot, you're bleeding. Good. And I'm like, hey bro.
Yeah, you're cool with it. You're reading or something. You were reading a book. You're just like, yeah, I'm good. Da. I was like, man. And that's when it hit me. I'm like, wait, so whatever I'm going through is not that bad. You know what I mean? Because this dude's bleeding over here. And I think you can apply that same scenario, you know what I mean, to everybody.
Because so a lot of times I was bleeding and I was hiding. I was doing my best to be like, yo, don't see me. And I'm hurt. But it's like, yo, you bleeding? Nah, I'm straight. Let me bash my out. Most people, right? They're like, yo, people are hurting out here and they want to cover it up. And in reality, it's like, no, people can see you, bro. Like, yo, bro, you're bleeding. And I'm hiding all my pain or doing my best to cover up my wounds. And obviously, you've seen the wound. However, that would have been a great opportunity for me to be like, yeah, man, I'm down to discuss with my mom instead of deviating, trying to study in the church. That could be a moment to really connect and build a friendship in that moment. But I was so much in hurt, I wasn't even in a position to give or receive anything, if that makes sense. To say, hey, if I'm hurting, let somebody know. It may be embarrassing, but tell somebody so to alleviate.
Yeah, and there's a fine line. Tell somebody. You don't have to tell everybody.
Yeah.
Because that's a big problem too. Because people on social media are quick to post on every story, on every I'm sick, and then you're looking for a handout. You know what I mean? And then it puts a bad name on all of us, because then every wheelchair person they see, they related to that. You know what I mean? So call on somebody. You need to have a strong, backbone or a strong source to go to, but don't call on everybody, because not everybody's there to help you, and it can back.
Inspiration is expensive. Pay the cost. Join our community for merch and more at ownyourinspiration.com.